So this is the Google Pixel 4 XL, and here's why I think it's still good enough in 2021. So I'm going to start off with the design, and the design on the Google Pixel 4 XL is just simple. Rounded corners, soft touch material, orange power button. Even the Google logo that's on the back of the device towards the bottom is simple and small. You got your camera bump right at the top left corner tucked away. It's just a really nice device. I love it. The front of the device holds a 6.3-inch OLED display that's high refresh rate, but it can change itself from 60 to 90 hertz depending on what you're doing on the display, which saves you battery life. No complaints there. The only thing I do wish about the screen is that it got a little bit brighter in direct sunlight, but hey, other than that, it's sharp, looks good, and colorful. No complaints. Now, you can't talk about a Pixel without talking about the cameras, and there's not too much to say here because at this point, everybody has already covered the cameras on the Pixel 4 XL, but I just want to say that I love the images that I can pull out of this camera. They're punchy, contrasty, and I don't really have to do much. If I just want a phone where I can take a picture and not have to worry about editing it or anything like that and just post it right to Instagram, this is that phone that I feel comfortable doing so with. It has a 1x lens and a 2x telephoto lens. Now, at this point in time, all the other manufacturers had given you an ultra wide, a wide, and a telephoto, and Google kind of stuck to their guns by adding, a telephoto lens, which to some people they thought was useless, but I think it came in handy from some shots because mainly I'm not a big fan of the ultra wide lens anyway. The telephoto comes in handy for me, so no complaints there. Video recording is good. All I gotta say is, if you're looking at the Pixel for the cameras, you're golden there. Now, performance, as usual, is going to be really good. I'm not going to get into processing specs and anything like that because, like I said, there's already been tons of reviews out there explaining all of that, and The Verge did a really good review on the Pixel. So if you want to hear more information about processing, definitely check out the review. But no doubt, this phone is snappy. It never really freezes. It never actually froze at all. I had a really good experience with the Pixel 4 XL. Everything I did was smooth, fluent, and I can handle my tasks quick. And that's what matters to me with a smartphone, because a lot of them will freeze up on you depending on their processor. So I really do love the way the Pixel feels in the hand, how it performs. No problems whatsoever in my book. Now, video recording, I did kind of skip over this a little bit, but I do want to talk about it for a second. Now, video recording has never been that great on any Android phone. Perhaps the iPhone has always been the king of video recording. Well, as of the past few years, I can say it's always been the king of video recording. It does 4K. 30 frames, 60 frames, no problem there. But, if you're looking for video, this may not be your phone. Other than that, like I said, performance is good, design is good, battery life could, be a little better, of course. You put a high refresh rate display on the phone and you don't give it the biggest battery, it's not going to last that long. So if you're a power user, you're definitely going to want to make sure you bring your power cable with you because it's probably going to die before the end of the day. But if you're not and you do a little thing here and there, scroll through Twitter, a little Instagram, sending a text message, maybe a phone call here and there, the phone's going to last perfectly fine throughout the day. And if you're one of those people, the 4XL will be more than enough for you. But other than that, there's a few other things maybe I should touch on. There's the Soli radar system at the top, which basically is like Face ID, but for Android on the Pixel. And I really loved it considering the fact that I'm coming from an iPhone. It worked perfectly. It saw my face. It was super secure. Even after an update where there was a little issue where the phone didn't care if your eyes were open or closed, it works perfectly fine. So other than that, I'm not going to really get into all the bells and the whistles, but if you're thinking of getting a Pixel 4 XL today or you're looking to upgrade, I would maybe hold on to it for a little longer.